How can you?
I see the flow.
My guy.
My G.
I see the flow with the good.
Yes.
This is Adventures with Artists. My guest today is a very talented individual. Someone that I've gotten the opportunity to create with, to witness him live in his process. Someone that makes me proud to be from Jos because it reminds me about the talent, the natural resource that is from the middle belt of Nigeria. I'm going to let him introduce himself. I'm here with
KrissKillz, as you know, and some will know. I'm from Mongo local government, actually, Plateau State. So I'm actually, when they say son of the soil, fully. Even though my mom is Igbo, I'm a singer, songwriter, a rapper. Even though I haven't dropped hip-hop songs quite a while, then gig beats, they don't allow me to do that. But I will unleash that part soon too. So basically that's who I am. I'm just a creative, mostly in music. Yeah, and I'm trying to delve into other things yet. I won't call them my portfolio still. I'm actualizing them, but other ideas are popular.
J-Town Vibes, Vars, Yani, Munatari, J-Town Way, on the way to Lamingo Dam to go and shoot some content. Kagani, because J-Town is a creative place from time.
Now freestyle. Okay, now let's go.
Steady with the vibe, I be grinding. For my mind, money I been finding. They know in the day, in the night, in my mind, they the thing where they follow for this sighting. They never sing this time. Hey. It's my time, it's ripe, and I pluck the mango up the tree, get the body for the season. They never had to know my degree. Hotter than fire, lava and dropper. First and never come and drip and see drama. And I talk smoothly, never me stammer. Left a rock up in the slung, then I see drama. And I'm come back right, I feel like karma. And I got scissor pro and piano like Tana. Bank out with the drum, let's the food around the yana. Damn up and Reggie, the mogul killer, we hard now.
Mental actor, what does that mean?
Now let's get into character, different voices, different vibes. That's how we make the music, man. We behave like we sound most of the time, so it's real for me, man. So I think I'm an actor. I create scenes with the music, man.
I find that very, very interesting because if you listen to like someone like Kendrick Lamar, sometimes you can hear his music like it's a play or it's a film. If you've heard Good Kid, Mad City.
One of my favorite projects from him.
Thank you. That's literally something that you can imagine is a film.
Yeah.
But now the music where they paints the picture for you.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense how that means you're a very good actor because witnessing you in the studio, Baba, it comes naturally.
Basically, in secondary school, I was involved in more than one sport, probably almost everything that was played in school. So just naturally in the hostel, because we just started calling me Skills. That was what.
One sport as an athlete.
I played basketball, I ran, I played football. That was one time they had boxing for fair call games. I was the only one that enlisted, so I was not just with the coach. You understand? So it was just. So that's where the name Skills came from. So when I decided I was going to do music, when my dad was still working back in Bauchi, I had a couple of friends that had a studio just in the Anglican church over there in Bauchi. So we actually recorded the song without having stage names. That was the first song we recorded. It was called I'm Good with IB and Imala Rima. So I think the day we were supposed to like send the TeamDeck link, because those times Hawkshare, where you have to catch the link and send. That was those days with TeamDeck and stuff. So on the day we were supposed to upload it on those hosting sites, we sat and had to make a decision on what my stage name would be. So it was just spontaneous there, and I don't know, for some reason IB just said Phoenix, and I said okay, that's good. We just started rolling with it. At one time, I think BOC met someone from my school, and he was trying to introduce me as Phoenix, and he was like, Skills now. So I think after we left, BOC just kept saying, I'm also not Skills in the fact, I'm not
Phoenix.
Yeah, he just put the idea in mind. So when I went home, I just started thinking, okay, I'm Chris, and the end is Skills. I was just, okay, I said, if people say Skills, no problem. And if people say Skills, no problem. normally I'm a multifaceted human being, so I can be any of what they think it is, whether it's killing beats or having skills in other walks of life. So I just took the name and just went with it.
What was like the first time that you recorded a song and you're like, man, it be like, say, this is what I want to be doing for a long time.
Actually,
I really enjoy doing this. Like, where was that? Like, paint the picture.
I always wanted to record, even though I didn't know how recording is going to end up being. But I just felt like, I always freestyle now, we do this with voice. I feel like if I hold the mic, it won't be too different from this. You understand? So I always looked forward to the day I would get into the studio, get me? So, but somehow it became a struggle. Because we, at a point, we were looking for where we will record. A lot of people were discouraging us. Then God helped us. I met someone called M-Beats. So I think he had a Ahuja mic. It's like a church. You get me? But he has a little sound recording setup and everything. So we went in there that day, played us a beat. I'll never forget it. So my friend IB made a song called I'm Good. Now, the funny part about that day is that's the first day I recorded music. So when we are leaving M-Beats' place, we meet BOC outside. You understand? He tells us he's going to Seaman's house. Seaman is like an OG producer since that time when we were about to go in. I don't know how we convinced BOC to take us to the studio. So we ended up making 2 songs on the first day we were ever recording. Do you understand? So that day I'll be like, oh no. Imagine, you never do 2 songs your first day. That was the ginger for us when we went back to the Swiss to tell our other aspiring guys that have not recorded yet. You understand?
That's amazing, man.
That was the story for me, man. So from there, I don't know, I just kept going back to the studio. Then they transferred my dad back to Jos. So when I came to Jos, I couldn't find anywhere to record again. It took me some time. Then I met some boys in Rukuba Road. I think from there I spiraled out. Years later I met Geek. And it was, I had to tell you. So I don't know a particular point. I know when I started recording, I knew I have to keep doing this. I enjoyed it that much.
I actually grew up in a church where music was not a big thing. It was actually a taboo to a point. So we didn't have drums, we were not allowed to play music at home. So basically, if I have had any contact with music, it would definitely be what was playing on the streets. But I didn't have enough time to connect to any of those sounds. So I think the basis that brought up the love or the passion for music with me was just bits and pieces of a lot of things. So to direct it and say this is the point or this is where, I don't think it's possible for me. Because I did not have a dummy side. My friends would tell me, my elder brother used to bump Nas. Meaning they had a time to digest and understand who Nasruddin is. I never had that time with any artist. So I don't know if I think it's an advantage. I think I just try to just move with it like that.
I think that may be why you're so like diverse with your style.
Probably.
Like it's hard to fit you in a box.
There are just particular songs when I was growing up that I don't know what they are about the songs. Today I listen to them and I'm like, okay. There's this song, I don't even know who had the song, but it was like Lele, Lele, Lele. I don't know if you've heard.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's the name, yeah. So I didn't know what they were talking about, but from there I knew that I cared a lot about melodies. And songs that sounded somehow that had there's one other song, I don't colo. Dun, 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 dun. Those were songs I could not sing completely, but the melodies always stuck to my head. So, and that was the problem for me because I didn't have access to like listening to the song completely. So it's just like a fragment of melodies for me. So to pinpoint, maybe these songs they're funny, but I heard a lot of them growing up. Then Sky Beat, don't worry. We hear all this Man Baby, it was on the streets. Where all the normal songs you can listen to in Nigeria, listen to them, but not that much.
Right,
But
now this is a good conversation. We out here, later vibes, making some content. Yeah, I'm saying.
all about you in due time. When it's raining, no due time. In every season, you gon' be fine. Searching for something special, and I found one. I left the mother girl, you shoot the right one. I'm constricted, curl up on me python. And any man when near you, I go fight down. Easily, you got a hold on me, my girl. I can never stand to see you leave my world. This is real love, it ain't make believe. Biting this passion fruit, sipping on gin and juice high. Every time with you amazing, and you got me reminiscing. Ooh, well, I tell lie.
Check on my Spotify. I think I introduced as on my profile. I think they said something like, I think my manager came up with what they think my shit is, and they said multi-genuine recording artist. They didn't say Afro beats, or because they knew tomorrow I can just wake up and do a reggae song. Tomorrow I can just wake up and just say I'm a rap. Even though I said earlier that the geek don't allow me to do that, but I will do it. You understand?
Shout out to Geek.
Some days, you know, I will.
Who is Geek? For those that don't know.
That's my producer.
Okay.
That's the guy.
Yeah, he's a master of the craft. Yeah, so go ahead.
So, but there are a lot of elements of this new alternative sound that a lot of artists fall into this category, of course, where you can't actually fit them into some stuff. Even the DSPs had to create playlists like Outtake Rules. They didn't say it was Afro beats, and it's not like Outtake is listed as a genre officially, but somehow there's a music that's recorded, that type of music. So I think we are in a place where every song is going to describe you. So if I listen to this particular song by KrissKillz and I think it's an Afrobeat song, at that moment of discussion I can say Afrobeat artist KrissKillz, and tomorrow I listen to a Raga song and I be like, I want to take all the titles.
I feel that.
But at some point I think the volume of what is going to be directed to one of those genres is going to be what you're going to be attached more with. So if I end up making more Afrobeat songs, it will. So as we grow, we see what that becomes.
Yeah. Plus, like navigating the world and the West, and how they would give us an umbrella. If you're coming from Africa, they just say it's Afrobeats. There's all that. So, but I think at the core, for those that are listening to your music, they'll understand that this is more than one genre.
It's Negrum Sonus. It's black music. You understand?
Wonderful.
So at the end of the day, no matter how or what genre you say it's going to be, it's still going to be a music from a black man in Africa. You feel it.
Me, basically, when I want to make music, it's simple. When I hear the beats, the first thing that comes to my mind is, I always I call them the maps, because I always say sound is a destination. And every single time I hear a beat, I try to see where we are going. And this maps actually is an acronym for something that's like a watchword for me. So M is when I decide what I'm going to talk about. What's the message? Was from the beat, I already know what I should talk about when I hear this beat. Then the second question I ask myself is who am I going to talk to? The audience. So when I have a message for the audience, then I ask myself, why do I want these people to listen to this message? What's the purpose? That's the P. And then the last step is knowing how to do all this, knowing how to put this message to who and how is the S, the style. So basically, if I have this lined up in my head, the song is done already. So whether I'm writing or I am, you get me? It's still the same thing. What am I talking about? Who am I talking to? Why am I saying this? And how will I do it? Basics. It's done, man. So I don't think when you just get the formula like that, it just gets easier by the day.
That's
Basic.
amazing. That's impressive. That's a very good way to look at music making and songwriting.
Well, for me, I think some of the best songs I've ever recorded were very spontaneous, just based off maybe energy, the vibrations. And most of the times there are certain people that if I'm always around, I'm at a creative peak. For example, like Geek Beats, you understand? Sometimes I'm thinking of nothing to do with music, but he just comes and plays a beat, and all of a sudden it's like a revelation, you understand? So you were not prepared, you just heard the beat. And in most cases, I like to exploit those vibrations. I'll be like, okay, this is what I'm feeling right now. Let's also, in fact, we even came up with recording the melodies and finding words to fit them in, because we want to still remain on that first, you know. So in most cases, I think my process is very spontaneous. But I think the pre-planning is from the people that are around. He has already thought it when he was making the beats maybe days ago and say, KrissKillz will. So let me say he has created. So shout out to the producers, man. They're the biggest part of this creative process. We don't just like to give them
Facts.
If you were to be stuck on an island and you had to pick one album to listen to for a whole year, that's the only, they could just give you one iPod with one album where you could have to listen to for the whole year. What album will you pick?
That would be Distant Relatives. Yeah, I'm already lost.
Oh my God!
The album I have to tolerate for 1 year.
Rose! As we enter, come make you take it on the biggest adventure. Must be the mention that you ever thought you could touch our credentials. What's the initials? UB Jamrock, the lyrical official. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. One of the greatest albums of all time.
Bro!
Are there any favorite songs on the album?
Of course, I think Tribal Wars speak. I think because at that point when I listened to the album, there were a lot of things going on. I think it was around the Dogona Awa period for me because I think I caught up on the album a little bit late. So the song was like just describing. When I'm like, okay, this is happening everywhere. I'm like, okay, it's a human thing. You know? That song stood out.
When I discovered that album, I said,
Can you imagine that album has not received awards? Like,
yeah, that was the album that made me just know that I should never care about awards. Bro.
Thank you. It's crazy. It's like an album with substance, an album that blends genres, not just reggae and hip hop. It still enters some kind funk slash.
Top 3 albums of all time. Funny enough.
Yeah.
Part of it, To Pimp a Butterfly is one of it, and then The Diary of Greg Jones by Sticky Fingers. That album was made 2 years before I was born, so, but it's one of my favorite albums of all time because of the story. It's a movie. That's the real mental acting, bro. The whole album. Diary of Greg Jones, Sticky Fingers. Yeah.
What should people go and listen to now like this? If you had to pick one song that you want the people that are listening to go and listen, they should pause this interview and go and listen to that, then come back.
So they should go and listen to Blessings.
Blessings.
Yes, by KrissKillz, John Choice.
Go and listen to
So I
Blessings
think
now.
that song will serve for the demography everybody does
Pause. Go and listen to Blessings.
right now.
I come back. Blessings was you and
Choice.
Choice is another
It's,
close brother of yours. What is the collective?
Well, we have a structure we're trying to create, and Choice happens to be one of the partners we are trying to create that structure. I think you would have seen Northside Bandits fly a lot if you've been around us a lot, but Northside Bandits is just one of those companies that's under NSB Group. We are trying to create a streamline for the things we think we need and what the music community and the entertainment community out here needs to move to the next level. So Northside Bandits is not a crew or a gang. No, it's a company of young Central Nigerians and Nigerians together trying to start something from where people will not like to do those type of things. Entertainment in Central Nigeria has suffered a lot because of our culture and a lot of stuff. So we are trying to exploit those angles we think can have give us a level playing ground with our counterparts elsewhere. So NSB is just, we're an experiment, but it's like you know what's going to happen. It's just the reactions that you are trying to control. I think that's where we are. It's going to be clearer over time.
Nice. I'm here for it.
We have Ezekiel. It's another artist with us at NSB. I'm an artist with NSB. Choice, as we mentioned. And we have Sika, who's our head of operations. We have Kim the Kid. We have Savvy. A lot of people doing a back job. You don't see them on Instagram. But they are the
Shout out to them, man. Shout out to everyone that's playing a role that they might not get in the spotlight, but they do it efficiently and they do it with much passion.
If a genie showed up and said he could grant you one wish, what would you wish for?
The clairvoyance.
What?
Clairvoyance.
For those who don't know.
Like the power to know what's coming. So that would be the greatest gift for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mind of KrissKillz. Clairvoyance.
Because if you already see it coming, that's all the wish you need, bro. That means you can alter every event. Do you understand? So that would be the only wish.
So how far in the future can you see it coming? Is it like as far as you can see? Or is it the immediate future?
If I can see the next 3 days.
The next 3 days?
If I can see only the next 3 days, bro, I can imagine the kind of shit I can do, bro.
Guys, say just give
Only with
3
sporty
days.
bets, bro.
Say bro. Oh, this guy go talk say, you know, I will stop world hunger.
This is for my people.
He say only with sporty bets.
If you see the next 3 days.
This is for my people, for my family. Best believe I will spark the thought that might set you free. Never was it handed, now I'm taking heed. Melanin, color of your heart if you let it speak. They're switching up if you ain't got nothing to give. Energy, got it with all that's left of your energy. They're switching up, they'll do. Let's go. Weight on my head and shoulder. Now you know why the flow bipolar. Weight on my head and shoulder. Now you know why the flow bipolar. Weight on my head and shoulder. Now you know why the flow bipolar. Just weight on my head and shoulder. Yeah. This is for my people, for my family. Best believe I will spark the thought that might set you free. Never was it handed, now I'm taking heed. Melanin, color of your heart if you let it speak. They're switching up if you ain't got nothing to give. Energy, got it with all that's left of your energy. They're sweeping on the truth and they're snorting with ease. Man, been able since the day the apple was handed to Eve. Weight on my head and shoulder. Now you know why the flow bipolar. Weight on my head and shoulder. Now you know why the flow bipolar. Weight on my head and shoulder. Now you know why the flow bipolar.
Anything that's upcoming you want people to look out for?
Yeah. I don't know when
This will come out.
But if it's after 2nd May, then
Yeah.
look and an ensemble song featuring Josh should have dropped.
Yeah.
So I think you check that out. And I have a plan to, I think, drop 2 singles per month. We've had the bulk of recordings that, you know what time does to music? You think we evolve quickly. I think that's the fastest evolution happens with art. And to come to a period where you will listen to some stuff and you'll be like, it's crazy, but I think I'm a step above this. You know, you don't want to drop this kind of music. But it's the truth, it's the time in your life, you understand? So I think we decided that all the songs are going to come out. So every month we're giving them at least 2 singles.
Get ready.
Yes, sir.
It's about to be lit.
And
New music.
yes, sir. And in the middle of that, I still have a project that we are working on. It's called Blue. What's the sound? Yeah, and it's a project that's dear to me. So I'm taking my time to craft that one out. So you should expect that one definitely. But before then, there's going to be an EP with DJs. I'm going to feature 4 DJs in an extended play. And that's about it for now. I think we'll start doing PR about all this stuff. But for the singles for every month, hold my word to that. Yes.
Man, I'm inspired by the work rate. Did you just hear the amount of things that this guy mentioned? Crazy, 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 crazy. Thank God. What are moments that made you feel proud of your journey? So, like, you could call it milestones, accomplishments, but moments that you were like, wow, I really did that.
I think when I actually got my first EP up on Audiomack, it's funny enough. I think I've never celebrated anything more than that, and it's funny. You know, I'll just go and send them the link in my area and just sit and look at them. I don't know. It was one of those greatest feelings. Then, when I opened for Whiskey, that was back in 2021 at Transcorp. That was one moment too that I saw when I was like, So this is how it feels. I would like to feel this a lot of times. And then one other moment was just recently was when my dad had to park his car, I think in town somewhere, and video call me for the first time ever, just to show me my face on the billboard. So that moment too was surreal for me. And I was like, okay, finally, Baba,
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Congrats on everything. The journey continues. The story continues. I'm excited to witness it, to document some of it.
It's not about budget. It's not about location. It's about heart. My dad said one thing I will never forget. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with people say step. My dad said they are wrong. He said it begins with a thought. So you guys agree, say you go somewhere first before you even move your leg. So we are in the agreement point, you get me? And from here, man, don't worry. Go so.
Nice. Man, listen. I'm grateful to be from Jos because Jos has a natural resource of creativity that you cannot find anywhere. If you look at a lot of people that have passed through Jos and have ended up being great, it's evidence that almost something did the water, something did the air, something did the mountains of Jos and Plateau States and the Middle Belt. So yeah, this was amazing. We got some nice shots, some contents to promote all the music and all the art that we're pushing out of Jos. Shout out to KrissKillz. Shout out to the Northside Bandits. Nice one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, support the movement, hit the notification button so that when we post more content, you can be the first to know. Kungani, you understand? J-Town way, J-Town vibes. Peace.